In this video, Kevin and I are going to be going over the foods that we either loved it or we hated it for the month of July. So we have a lot of stuff here, honestly, to get through. So I'm going to get right into it. We always give the hates first, and then that way we can try to end on a positive note. I'm sure there's many times we don't, but we try to end the video on a positive note. So this is one of the things we hated. These are the Pass Pulse candies. This is the mango and the guava. I wrote on the back, the mango did not taste like any mango we have ever eaten. I said maybe they make it before it was ripe. I don't know if that's the flavor they were going for. Both of these were from an Indian grocery store. They're Indian candy. I wrote the centers have a meaty flavor.
That has spice in the middle.
Yeah, it was something that we don't have in candy over here. And then I said the guava was floral with a nasty, meaty flavor, very funky and bitter.
Yeah, both of them were kind of weird.
Yeah, those would not be good. But now there is something that Kevin's going to show you in a little while from the Indian grocery store that we absolutely loved. Yeah. So, you know, we're equal opportunity
lovers and haters.
Yes, exactly. So this is the Body Bakery and Company. Do you remember where we got this?
The vitamin shop?
GNC.
Okay, one of those two.
Yes, you did good though. He knew it was something healthy. This is the carrot cake, and I wrote.
Those were in the cooler, weren't they?
Yes.
Okay, I remember.
Yes. Earthy, not sweet, dry. Not enough flavor to detract from too many carrots. So,
yeah. And honestly, most of those body ones we didn't care for, honestly.
Yes, and it's a shame because
it's a local company.
It's local. They're made in Newport, Kentucky, but now we've had other brands from Kentucky that are just as bad. And every time we see them, we're like, oh my gosh.
Can't believe they sell those.
They can't believe they still make them. Can't believe people buy them and eat these things. This is not something that I would ever get again.
No. It was like literally, for me, I don't like raw carrots anyway. It was like just taking a whole carrot and shredding it up and just shoving it in your mouth. That's
but that said, he loves
I love carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
I love carrot cake. It's very, very good, but it's not all carrots. This was like all carrots.
This, because it's supposed to be like better for you, high protein, gluten-free, good source of fiber, no trans fat. They did put like 3 times as many carrots as you would ordinarily get in a dessert.
Yeah. Oh, I love a good carrot cake.
That changes everything.
That's actually, it's probably not one of my favorite cakes, but it's in my top like 10 or so.
And then these,
these appetizers.
Some better goods aren't better. This is the...
You know, we've liked a lot of the better good stuff.
We have. And you know what? Just like I said, equal opportunity, like, dislike. There's going to be a favorites from Better Goods too that Kevin has over in his pile. So we might be, I don't want people to tune in thinking, oh my gosh, they're going to hate on this, they're going to hate on that, because we're not. Some things we like, some things we don't. But these are like appetizer type things, and we don't buy a lot of appetizers anyway, because we would rather make them ourselves. We know what our family likes to snack on. But this was the fig and orange Philo Bites. It says the orange was way too strong and tasted like orange peel.
Yeah, and I had the raspberry and brie, and we said the brie was very tangy and didn't go well with the raspberry. And I remember that. It just didn't go well. And it had a funky flavor. Yeah.
So these are just, and honestly, they had more, we tried 2 other of the appetizers, but I think they even have, so we've tried 4 total, but I think they have more like 6.
Yeah, I think that's
I don't even plan to try the other ones.
It was stuff we wouldn't liked anyway.
No, so it's like, you know, these at least sounded good. Yeah. They just weren't executed.
They didn't deliver.
No, because I like orange, but I don't want orange peel.
Right.
So.
I think you got more than me.
I probably do.
I got a lot of small things though.
Yeah, you did. Okay, this was this Milkus. This is the banana flavor. And these are out of Korea. That's right. This was a Korean. We bought this at that DY Market. Is that the name of it? Yeah, and they had
it's like an Asian market in Lexington.
They had a lot of different flavors, and the banana was our favorite.
They were all better than we thought they were going to be, though.
Yes. If they made these in 0 calorie, they would be perfect. But as it is, it's this little bitty can. It's an 8.45 ounce can for 130 calories. So I could literally tip the can and be done. Yeah, so for me, I wouldn't get it again, but I loved it. Yeah. Another drink that we enjoyed, and we bought this from DY Market, is the Chupa Chups Sparkling. This one is the melon and cream. Yes. And this... It's
like honeydew melon.
Yes, and it was absolutely wonderful. They do make more flavors than what we found at our market. We only got to try like 2, but they do make more. If I found other ones, I would absolutely give them a try. I'm surprised we haven't seen those before at Jungle Gems.
They might have them. We just didn't pay attention to them. I don't know.
This another drink is the Fitz's Berry Pomegranate. I wrote, it's very good. Tastes like a blueberry and cotton candy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Another one that the bottle is it's a 12-ounce bottle, I think. Probably says it somewhere, but it's 180 calories. So another one that if this was in diet, I would totally get this because I love those combinations of flavor. Then I'll just go ahead and show you these. I'm working through them because we got a lot here. This is Meemaw's. Meemaw's Country Kitchen. I can't help but say it like that when you say Meemaw. Because I think of Sheldon, young Sheldon.
In Texas.
He called his grandmother Meemaw. And she called him
Moon Pie.
Moon Pie.
Only in the South.
Only. So these are chocolate chip cookies. And these were so much better than the Chips Ahoy. They're just better, period.
They were.
They had a buttery flavor. You could taste the chocolate, and it tasted like real chocolate.
Texture was nice. They were nice crunch.
Everything about them. And they're distributed out of Raleigh, North Carolina. So I don't know where you're going to be able to get these. But really enjoyed these. Do you remember what else was in this group that we tried? You really don't. You don't remember the cheese titties?
That's what they were. You do now.
He does now. How could you forget? Anyway, those were good. Those were from Meemaw's too. Okay.
Let me do a couple.
Yeah, do at least that. Yeah.
This is the Trader Joe's, the Danish Princess Pastry. It's a classic Danish pastry dough with a custard style filling. They actually still had these.
Yeah.
We just went and they still had them.
Yeah.
It was really good. And we were impressed with not only the flavor of the pastry itself, but the custard itself had a really nice flavor. You could actually taste it.
I love the pastry itself. How many servings were you supposed to get in that?
A third.
Okay, so
so it's a pretty good size. I mean, it was the length of this whole bag. It was like the whole length of this. So you figured break it up into 3 pieces.
You could.
For 440 calories.
My heart says if you're a couple, buy it as a couple and just half the thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is 440 calories though.
I know, but it's so good. You will want to eat more than what you're supposed to.
You can eat the whole thing for 1,320.
So that or a carton of Ben & Jerry's. Yeah, take your pick. That's your choice.
Well, it was really good.
It was nice. Yeah.
So if you go to Ben & Jerry's, if you go to Trader Joe's and you haven't tried one, they're still around at least at ours.
This is the Hershey's Cotton Candy. So we had the opportunity to go to Hershey's Chocolate World in New York in Times Square, and they sell candy bars there. And get this. People that live in Canada that watch our videos told me they had these on the shelf in Canada and they had a hard time getting rid of them. They had a hard time selling them. So it's funny that so many Americans would absolutely love to try these, and they can't because they only sell them at Hershey's Chocolate World, or they only have them online and you have to pay so much for shipping that it's like, well, it's not worth it. So if we had never gone to Hershey's Chocolate World, I still wouldn't have tried them because I'm not paying the shipping for them.
That's funny, Ken, because we've had products like that here.
That's
like
what
Walmart.
I told him. That's what I said.
We've had some at Walmart. It's like these things have been around for like months.
Yes.
And months and months and months. There's a Reese's that they had like a whole end cap of an aisle was just piled with these like the metals or something like that. And it's like they couldn't get rid of them. They're still there, I think. It's funny.
Yeah, well, I talked to like 3 or 4 people about these Hershey's from Canada because the Canadians were just shocked that we don't have them at like Walmart here because they could sell them here.
And they're good.
But it's like we get a lot of Canadian food that they don't see in Canada. And clearly they're getting some American food that we're not seeing here unless we jump through some hoops. But this cotton candy was absolutely delicious.
I liked it. Okay, these are the Toops chocolate, and we bought this at a Mexican store, didn't we?
Yes, it was a Mexican grocery store.
So these are like the little pillows of chocolate.
They're like Crave, but they're better. They're better than Crave. They're so much better.
Crave doesn't have any filling, honestly. I mean, it's a joke how much they have.
And this texture was better.
These actually have a filling, and they stayed crunchy on the outside. They were just
so
nice.
Yes, they are comparable to Crave if you were trying to get the version you can find in our grocery stores. But these are just better.
Yeah, they were really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and filling, like I said, was just excellent.
So this is the Pearson Salted Nut Roll Snack Mix. Of course, we've tried Pearson's nut roll, and then I had several people let me know there's a Skippy version. We reviewed the Skippy version. We're not impressed. It was
the regular old peanut roll, pecan roll.
Well, it was hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
it was dry.
It wasn't like it should have been. So we did not care for the Skippy version, but this, we have only, do you remember where we bought this?
I don't know why you ask. I don't remember anything.
Because I like to quiz you and see.
I'm always going to say no.
Menards.
Oh, yeah.
We bought these, I found them at the checkout at Menards. I've never seen them around here in any other grocery store. But let me tell you, this is
Seems like Cracker Barrel would have those.
It does seem like Cracker Barrel would have them. This is so dangerous because this is just like one of these tubes of peanuts. You take it off, just down the hatch, and it's gone. But this has roasted peanuts, vanilla nougat drops, and caramel-filled confection cups.
It was all good.
Awesome. Everything about it, the sweet, the salty, everything about it was good.
It was all really good. Okay, so I have the 3 Wishes Maple Pecan granola, grain-free granola. It was excellent. I remember the maple was really nice. It had tons of pecans in it too. Yeah, it was excellent.
I don't think I have seen those here. From my memory, I could be wrong about this. I'm thinking we bought that at Sprouts in Florida.
In Florida, maybe.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's where I found that, and I don't know that I've seen those here. Maybe I have. I don't know. I'm having I'm blurry on this because it's been a while.
Right, it's been a little while.
It's been a little while. You know, sometimes when we have things sometimes when we have things at the end of like the month, like the end of June, it might not get scheduled until a second week in July, and then we're doing July videos, and you saw it in July, but maybe we had it in June, so I'm foggy on those. But I know we liked them.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was wonderful. I'm just foggy on where we bought them.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was Sprouts.
Like I said, I just remember it having a lot of pecans and a really nice maple flavor.
Yeah.
Really good. It's a really good
I would
granola.
totally get that again. This is the Gatsby. This is Peanut Butter Madness. This entire bar, and you can see it is a huge bar, was only 210 calories. And I did have a bunch of comments on this video saying, I'm going to try that. Because for you to be able to eat 80 grams for 210 calories, I mean, what more can you ask for if you're a peanut butter fan? This is so good, so low calorie, and I hope the people that said that did really get a chance to try it, because if you can afford it, this is definitely worth the splurge.
Yeah, because it is more expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the Gatsby stuff, we like a lot of it, but not all of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the most part, though, we really like it. Yeah. This is the Mickey's Popcorn. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. This is the Tennessee Whiskey Caramel Gourmet Popcorn. These were extremely expensive. We bought them at a little country store that I don't even remember the name of now. Like Newbie or something like that. We've only been there one time.
It's way out.
It's way out, and these were way expensive. But this is the
because they're way out.
Yeah, really. By the time you get out there, you're willing to pay the price because you're like
you kind of
starving to
justify
death.
you've gone that
far. And you've gone that far. But this was really good. The other ones we weren't. They had some that we were not sold on because the textures weren't there.
But those were good.
But this one in particular was good. And then I also have this popcorn. This is the Tidbits Snacks to Go. We were just in Home Goods, and they have changed this name. It's the same company, and I don't remember what it is. This Tidbits, or there's two different, it's not this one. This is Tidbits Snacks to Go. There's another company that's called Tidbits that we've reviewed on the channel, and they sell macarons. And those macarons, that company's getting its name changed, not this one, but it was Tidbits. So anyway, that's meaningless. This is the peanut butter popcorn, the original. Just know you won't see two Tidbits anymore. It's going to be on the channel, but nobody will be able to get them anymore. That's going to confuse a lot of people, but
I remember those. They had a really nice shell on the outside.
Oh, and the peanut butter flavor is so nice and sweet.
These are the Hawaiian Punch candy jellies, which was actually a surprise to us because we didn't, you know, sometimes when you get these jelly things, you're like, they're probably just going to be another jelly snack or whatever. These are really good. Seemed like we liked like a majority of them. There was one that's like, it was okay, but all of them were pretty decent.
And we bought those at...
I don't know. Why do you ask? I told you. I don't know.
Menards. Yeah, those are from Menards, and I haven't seen those anywhere else.
Adams and Brooks.
Yes, they're out of California, right? Adams and Brooks.
Yes.
Yeah, California. Because we've had things from Adams and Brooks before. Those were so delicious.
They were very good. If you see the candy jellies, I would get them.
You have a lot more gummy type things, so go ahead.
This one is the Buck Naked Bears. This one is the cherry and kombucha.
And those were a terrific flavor and texture.
It seemed like they were mostly cherry, if I remember correctly. It was mostly a cherry flavor, but they were really good, and the texture was really nice.
And he has no idea where we bought them.
No,
the Fresh Market.
That makes sense. That looks like something Fresh Market would have.
Expensive and small.
Okay. Now these are out. Yes, that's true. These are out now. Matter of fact, they're huge displays right now if you want to get them. These are the Shack-alicious extra large gummies. They have the regular and they have the sour. I actually like the sour ones better. I think you did too.
I did too, but I like them both.
I like them both.
I would take either one of them.
I like them both, but I enjoyed the sour ones better because I like the texture. I like that sugary texture on the outside, and the texture of the gummy was just a little bit better for me. These were like a little drier for me compared to these. I don't know.
Well, thanks to you all, I found out information since this review.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody said those were nicknames. The cactus,
the diesel, and the big cactus,
the big cactus, and
the big shamrock.
The big shamrock.
Those
Apparently,
are his nicknames.
I guess those are his nicknames. And somebody thought it was funny that I said I was sucking on his head. Well, I mean, it is. It is.
It's his face.
It's his whole head. But yeah, just the texture, the shape, the flavors of these.
Yeah, the flavors are really good. Honestly, I wouldn't care who sold them if they didn't taste good. These actually taste good, and they have a good texture.
Yeah.
So I would, if you like gummy snacks, if you even like,
and those are at Walmart.
Yeah, if you like fruit snacks, even these kind of have a fruit snack kind of texture. They're not like the hard, chewy gummies. I don't like the Haribo kind of really, Lego tire. Chewy.
Right, yeah.
I don't like that texture gummy. This is the kind of the more the texture I like. It's the fruit snack kind of texture. These are really good.
Yeah, and the kind where you can eat more.
Well, that's true.
Because Haribo, it takes you a little while to eat.
My jaw gets sore after eating it for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it at all. Even if you leave them in your mouth and you warm them up a little bit, they still don't get any softer. You would think warming them up it would get softer. No. It's like you just cut a piece of your rubber tire out of your car and it doesn't matter how warm it gets, it's not getting that soft.
Yeah. So this is the other thing from the Indian grocery store.
This is, here, I can't even read that. It's too small.
It's Battle The Battle it's the butterscotch ice cream.
Yeah.
This was our
really good.
favorite out of all the ice creams.
Yeah, and it wasn't a traditional American butterscotch. It was more, was it toffee? It seemed like it was like toffee flavored.
It was like a combination,
Yeah.
but we don't get, I can't think of any brands that you can get like Haagen-Dazs or Graders or anything that has butterscotch on the
Not
shelf.
just pure butterscotch.
We need a Tillamook
Yeah.
butterscotch.
Yeah, they always mix something else with it. It's like butterscotch and something else.
Well, we need the butterscotch,
Yeah, butterscotch is
and
good.
make it butterscotch, and then make it have a good swirl in there.
Yeah.
It would be awesome. But this was great, and this was from that Indian grocery store, like I said. So we love that.
I always like the butterscotch jars of sauce, and I would just get vanilla ice cream and pour the butterscotch sauce on top of it. And eat
Right.
it. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Sugar overload.
These are Rolling Pin Company. These are the mini strawberry and lemon fudge sandwich cookie bites. And we bought these at Home Goods, and we lucked out, honestly, because we found like 5 or 6 flavors of these in one go, which is unheard of usually with Home Goods. But these, they were very sweet, and they have that nice frosting on the top. So it's a nice,
Kind of reminds you of a wedding cookie a little bit.
right, but you get, it's nice that in the same bag you're gonna get 2 things in the same bag. You're gonna get strawberry cookies, you're gonna get lemon cookies, because most of the time you're buying one flavor. So this was really worth the money because you're getting 2 cookies in one bag.
They were
I
nice.
wonder why they don't do that more.
I don't know.
Like, don't you
maybe
think-
the flavors mix. In
Like,
the bag or something.
but if you have like Oreos, Oreo could mix their
Get a roll of
Golden.
chocolate and a roll of golden.
yeah, and those flavors wouldn't mix.
No, that's
But
true.
you could do that, so they could do that.
Yeah, they
they
could.
could definitely do that with more cookies. This, we reviewed the new Taco Bell, the cheeses, the quesos, and the sauces. This was my very, very favorite.
It was good.
This is the saucy Mexican style pizza dip. It is terrific, and if you want to dip your tortilla chip in it and eat it like that, you could.
Put it on tacos. Put it in a burrito.
Yes, absolutely.
Anything.
Put it on tacos, but also on top of chicken.
Baked chicken.
Yes, baked chicken. This is one, and it's low calorie. It's only 20 calories for 2 tablespoons. This is one that I would like. If I was going to bake chicken right now, I would rather go buy another jar of this than my normal. I would normally buy
Paste
that paste
picante.
picante. I would rather buy this pizza
It had a lot
sauce.
more flavor than
It
the paste
did.
does.
It has tons more flavor. So that was awesome.
Yeah, and with the calories only being 20 calories, it's kind of like a salsa kind of calories. So it's nice.
Oh yeah,
And baked chicken really is not that many calories either.
Yeah.
So it's a really good low calorie
so
dip.
you're getting a lot of flavor, and then you're getting your protein from your chicken, and it's just a really good meal.
If you want to add something, get a little salad or something.
Yeah.
That's really good. All right, I have
Do that first one because we talked about
this
it.
one.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Better Goods. These are the guacamole flavored tortilla chips. Believe it or not, you wouldn't think me and Tanya would like guacamole flavored anything, but they were really good. And
Huge surprise.
yeah. They weren't really strong lime. I think if they'd been a stronger lime, we probably wouldn't have liked them as much. But the lime was there, but it wasn't like overpowering.
It's a lot of
It was really
onion.
nice. There was a lot of onion and other seasonings in there.
Yeah, the
It wasn't
onion.
just-
The onion's the main thing.
Yeah.
But I thought those were
yeah,
absolutely
they're
terrific.
very, very good.
They still remind me of Halloween
Because of the green.
because
and
the
purple
green and the
bag.
purple.
Yeah.
It still looks like it should have a witch on the front of it or something like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that was awesome, and for us to be like, we're not guacamole people,
Mm-hmm.
but and you just would eat these alone.
Yeah,
you don't need
don't dip
anything
them.
else.
Yeah.
No.
And they were a different texture too. So like a Dorito they're corn chips, so they're more like hard and crunchy. These are cassava flour, and they were all softer crunch. So the texture is a little bit different too. But these are really, really good.
So Corbin, one of our viewers, Corbin, he said he had always wanted to contribute to the channel. So when McConnell's Ice Cream did a collaboration with C's Candy,
which is one of our favorite candies.
Yes, he said, I knew it was time. Was my contribution to the channel. So Corbin, thank you so very, very much. Honestly, during the video, I said that I had put my order as different. But then after the video, we eat more, as we do. Well, and that way, if our opinion changes or anything, we can come back and tell you, or we can tell you during this video if our opinion changed. Well, my order changed, and this one ended up being my favorite.
It was already my favorite.
It was already Kevin's favorite, but it ended up being my favorite too. This is the banana cream with toffeeettes. And the toffeeettes, it's just...
That's just a minor thing. I mean, that's
really, really small. Yeah. The main thing you're getting from this is the banana.
Yeah, I mean, the toffee pieces are nice.
Yes.
They do add a nice texture to them. But if it wasn't in there, I think I would like it just as well.
Yes.
Just from the banana.
Because the banana's so good.
Yeah. And it's hard to do banana ice cream good. And there's only a few places that do it.
And the thing is Whole Foods sells McConnell's ice cream. I don't think I've ever seen a banana McConnell's ice cream because I would have tried it for sure. Yeah. They need to be making this, even when the collaboration's over with. McConnell's needs to do their own something.
They could do banana with a chocolate swirl. I mean, that would be awesome.
But I don't want anything to overpower it. See, that's the thing.
Well, the swirls usually don't get very strong anyway. So.
That's the thing with some of these. Is some of these did have that
too much of stuff.
Fudge.
Yeah, I agree.
Like chocolate sauce
like
on the top.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't have those because
it was very strong.
So I want the banana for the banana.
That's true.
So they could put
some
something
pecans
else
or
with
something.
it.
Peanuts or something. I don't know.
But they need to keep making that because it's so delicious.
These are the limited time Ruffles Korean style sweet and spicy chili Ruffle chips, potato chips. They were really good. I don't remember where we got these at. Are they still out?
Yes, I saw them at Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't looked for them, so I don't know.
That's where we got them, was Walmart, and they're still on the end cap at Walmart. I think a lot of people are afraid to buy them.
Because they say sweet
because
chili,
you're afraid,
spicy chili.
Yes, you're afraid that it's going to be really spicy or it's going to be too aggressive.
They do have, they had a little bit of a heat, but they weren't like really strong.
Yeah, but I think that's why there's still so many of them. I don't think they're a big seller. The name is everything, and I think it's just scared people. Like not everybody wants those heavy spices.
Yeah, and but this one's not. This one's just really nice spices.
Okay.
Definitely worth trying out.
I have two things here that we did not review. Well, I don't think we've ever reviewed these. But I'm going to show them to you because I loved them. These are the Kraft caramels. The squares. And you buy them in you can buy them in...
I think they're in the baking and the candy aisle.
Yeah, I think they're in both aisles. The candy aisle and the baking aisle. But we bought them because we were going to melt them and use them for a cookie recipe. And it ended up, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So we kept them, of course. And I would eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. But I loved them. And I thought, I absolutely love these. Would get them again. You don't have to be baking. You don't have to be...
They're just caramel.
They're just caramels.
Yeah,
but
they're wrapped up in a little clear plastic wrapper.
They're so soft. They're easy to eat. The clear plastic coating, it comes off really easy. So it's not like you're fighting with it, trying to get it like if it was sticky. It's not like that. I just think they're exceptional.
Yeah, they are good.
I wanted to tell you that because I know we haven't reviewed them.
Yeah, you can go ahead and talk about them.
This was a huge surprise from Courtney. So Courtney sent these 2 bags of these to our P.O. box. These are the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups Peanut Brittle, and they look just like that at the bottom. We have reviewed these on the channel, but it was some time ago because what happened was Reese's had these out for a limited time, and then they took them away, and I don't know if they'll come back this year or not. Like Christmas time, I don't know. But it was a huge surprise that Courtney sent these to us. And I wanted to acknowledge that again, that Courtney sent them, but two, that I love them so much. And what's funny is there's no date on here.
No, we look all over.
There is no expiration date at all in this bag. So they could have been expired. They were still perfect though.
Yeah.
They were fine. They tasted perfectly fine. So I thought they were wonderful.
If you've never had them, they're Reese's peanut butter with peanuts. So it's got crunchy peanuts inside of it, but the big difference is the outside is like a Hershey's Gold.
Yes.
That's what the outside is. It's a different flavor of. It's not white chocolate. It's not chocolate. It's a Hershey's Gold chocolate. So
it is sweetness overload.
Yeah.
It's like will blow your mind sweet.
Yeah, the coating on the outside tastes different than anything else. So
but what
really
I
good.
liked, the reason I like these more than the plain white peanut butter cups, because the plain white peanut butter cups, where they don't have any peanuts in them, it dissolves really, really quickly and it's gone. You can make these last.
Yeah.
You can open one up, and I turn mine upside down to where the bottom part, the bigger part is on my tongue.
Yeah.
And then I will suck on it until there's just little bitty peanut pieces left. And that takes a while. And then I chew the peanuts.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
It lasts such a long time doing that.
It does.
I wish they had a white version with peanuts.
peanuts.
You know, if they don't want to do this, at least.
Because they make a crunchy milk chocolate. They just don't have white chocolate.
So do the same thing. You know, if they don't want to make these peanut butter, that's fine. But do the same thing with the white. Put some peanuts in the white one.
Yeah.
Just because they do last.
I don't like the crunchy peanuts in Reese's cup.
And they're the same calories, so why not? You know.
I have two. Here, you can have one. These are Jackson. Are they both sweet potato? Okay. They're sweet potato chips. I have the Farmhouse Ranch.
And spicy jalapeno.
Yeah, and if you've never had a sweet potato chip, you should try them out because they're not as bad as you think they are.
Well, I love that.
Oh, it smells like a green jalapeno.
A jalapeno. It smells wonderful.
It smells like guinea.
We actually found these at TJ Maxx.
Yeah. But there's tons of companies out there that have sweet potato chips, and people are afraid to eat them because they say sweet potato on them. Don't be afraid to eat them. They're a different texture. The texture's a little softer, but the flavor is really nice.
Oh yeah, I would have never thought that about myself, and it's so shocking to me that I would love. Sweet potato chips.
Even if you buy them, if you don't like them, just don't ever buy them again. But it's worth trying because they are really nice.
These were $5 a bag. That's probably expensive.
That's a little expensive because I think they sell just regular chips and sweet potato chips in the grocery store. They're not.
Oh, I don't know, but these,
this brand was really good.
Yeah. And then...
You want to do mine?
Yeah, you do yours.
These are the Terrell's barbecue flavored potato chips.
And did we buy these at Home Goods? Yeah, Home Goods. And this was a big bag of chips. Are they made in New York?
Christy Made New York.
Yeah, Syracuse, New York is where they're made.
Christy Made is the company.
Terrell's barbecue, they only had this one.
Yeah, it says made in New York.
Yeah, they only had this one flavor. Or I would have bought more. But this, Home Goods is one of those, they get what they get, As far as food goes, it's like almost like a closeout type thing.
Yeah, it's kind of random.
So I was glad to just find these.
Yeah.
But
they were really good. I would try anything else they had. I would try them because these were so good.
And the price was good, wasn't it?
$3.50.
Yeah, $3.50, and that's an 8-ounce bag.
Good size bag.
And these were $4.99, and they're only a 7-ounce bag. So
of course, they're sweet potatoes and not regular potatoes.
I know, and I'm sure it costs more because it's a sweet potato. But still, I mean, that's a good price. And then I have to show you this.
Last but not least,
this is the pineapple upside down cake. This is the nothing bundt cake, pineapple upside down cake. And it is my favorite.
It's probably one of my top couple.
It's my favorite now.
I mean, you can't beat the sweetness level of it, that's for sure.
Yes. It has pieces of cherry. It has pieces of pineapple. It has caramel sauce. It is a very soft, moist cake. And
still has all kinds of cream cheese frosting on it.
Yes. And it's sweetness overload, but it's perfectly, they did a perfect job on it.
Yeah, they did a good job.
5 stars on that. I mean, it's just wonderful. That's why it's in the video.
Yeah. The only thing I complained about really is I wish it had a little bit more pineapple in it because you really only get the pineapple at the very, very top. The rest of it didn't have much, but it was still, the rest of the cake was really, really good. If it hadn't been, it would have been, probably not. But yeah, it was really good.
Wonderful. So, so now that's all of our likes and dislikes for this channel. So Kevin has another channel. It's called Lunchtime Review, and 5 days a week, 4 days a week, he reviews like a shelf-stable meal or a frozen meal or something like that. And then 1 day a week, he goes out to eat. So right now, you're going to talk about, I think you have some hates.
I do have two.
Kevin has two hates.
I'm going to show this one first. This is the Michelina's pepperoni pizza, and I gave it a 2. I didn't even write why I didn't like it, but I'm thinking it just didn't have much of anything to it. It was just like there was nothing there. I remember this now because I said there are so many other frozen pizzas that you could have. That this was $1.25, and we bought it at Meijer, which is surprising. It looks like something you'd buy at the Dollar General or something, doesn't it? Or the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Especially for $1.25. But there's so many other pizzas out there. I mean, DiGiorno, and
there's a lot of single serve pizzas.
Single serve pizzas.
Tons
of other single serves that are so much better than this. This one didn't have like a little crisping sleeve to make it, or a crisping tray that make it a little crunchy on the bottom, and it was just nothing. It was nothing pizza. It's not worth $1.25. The toppings were lackluster.
It's not even worth.
It's not even worth $1.25.
It's not even worth 5 quarters.
No, if you want to eat a frozen dinner that's $1.25, go buy a burrito or something. Literally, you get better food than this. It's just not good.
Yeah.
It just wasn't worth the money. Let me put it that way. This one is the Ben's Original Street Food fried rice with vegetables, and someone in the comments said, where are they getting street food at? I said, I don't know. You know, marketing people, they just call whatever buzzwords out, and street food's a big buzzword now, so they stuck it on there.
Reminds me of a Hormel meal.
These are made by, I'm pretty sure they're made.
Conagra?
No, this is Kraft, I think.
Mars Food in Chicago, Illinois. Who does Hormel?
It could be the same people.
Could be the same people.
They're the exact. The bowls were the exact same.
Okay.
So my guess is it is the same people. But we bought these at Kroger. They were $3.99, which is not cheap. Really, I don't think it was. It was bad from the beginning to the end. From the time I cracked the seal open to vent the package, it stank. You're microwaving it, it stinks, and then you taste it, and it stinks, and it still stinks. I said it was just funky, and I can't read my writing. Can you read my writing?
Funky, bad smell.
Bad smell, okay. I wrote it and I can't read it. I gave it a 2. Someone asked, why didn't you give it a 1? A 1 is reserved for those things. It's like I take a bite of it, I literally want to spit it out. It's so bad.
It's 1 to 5. The scale is 1 to 5.
So if I give something a 1, that means it's so disgusting I don't want to eat it. I've had a few of those. I've
spit stuff out during reviews.
I've had some things I've taken a bite of and it's like, I don't even want to take another bite of this ever again, and I would spit this out if I wasn't videotaping. This wasn't quite that bad. I could eat this. It's just not enjoyable. The flavors just weren't good, and whatever they do to make them shelf stable, the Hormel meals suffer from the same thing, and they have a lot of the same smell. Whatever preservative, whatever chemical they're putting in there to make them be shelf stable, this had the same smell. And I've had rice meals in the past that had the same smell. They were in pouches. Yeah. They kind of remind you of something like this.
Yeah.
They had pouches, and you open it up and you let them sit and you microwave them. Mm-hmm. They had the same smell and tasted just as bad. So don't get this. It's bad.
That's Uncle Ben's. That's what.
Well, that's what it used to be.
It used to be Uncle Ben's.
Now it's Ben's Original.
I don't know why they changed the name. I like Uncle Ben's, but I like that name because it had been around forever. But now it's called Ben's Original. Just like
a lot of other products.
They just changed the name, like that other one I was telling you about. So
this one is Kroger. I gave it a 4.5, so this is a good one. This was the maple flavor Liege waffle style waffle, egg, sausage, and cheese sandwiches. I think you got 2. Yeah, there's 2 in the box for $6, so $3 per sandwich. It was excellent. I like the maple flavor. Liege waffles, if you've never had one before, they do a really good, they're like sugar, they got like a sugary crust on the top of them. These had that sugary crust with that maple flavor, and then you get the egg and stuff. It was just really good. It was just excellent. You just microwave it for a few seconds, and It's a good
Did you
flavor.
feel like you were content after eating that?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're gonna eat it for lunch, it was enough for me. But you might want to add some fruit or something extra to it. It's up to you. You know how much.
Well, I
you
know
eat.
a lot of times you like a little something sweet.
I do always like a little something sweet, whether it be a little Reese's Cut Mini or something like that. Sometimes I'll just grab one of those and eat them just to get a hit of sweet, especially if something's been really spicy or really strong seasonings or flavors.
Like that Uncle Ben's.
Yeah,
you have to have something to cleanse the palate.
I cleansed that with some other food completely because I didn't finish it.
That went in the garbage.
I ate something else completely. So I think I ate a peanut butter jelly sandwich after that. That's literally what I ate. So yeah, I had to get rid of that. But this was good. You can get this one.
Well, like I said, Kevin, he posts every Thursday. He has gone out to eat, and he posts a video on Thursdays where he's gone out to eat. So I like to ask him, which did you like the best? Which would you not get by again?
I always like to hear this list because I forget what
He forgets. So this month, at the very beginning of the month, you had Rally's barbecue brisket melt. You had brisket loaded fries, and you had a banana milkshake.
Nope.
And then you went to Jason's Deli. You had the ham muffalata, mac and cheese, and then just a bag of Ruffles, which is a bag of Ruffles.
Yeah.
And then you had the McDonald's Jujutsu Kaizen Special Grade Garlic Sauce.
The special grade garlic sauce is what it's called, but it's based on that anime series.
Okay. And then you also had a Kit Kat Banana Split McFlurry. And then the last meal you had was the Taco Bell Street Chalupa. You had a steak, you had a chicken, you also had jalapeno nacho. Did you have jalapeno nacho fries twice? You had loaded fries, brisket loaded fries from Rowley's. Well, these were jalapeno nacho fries. And then you also had a strawberry vanilla freeze.
And I had two freezes. I had a strawberry vanilla and a vanilla.
Oh,
they were both like limonade, limonada.
Limonada, that's it.
It was strawberry limonada and a vanilla cream limonada.
Yes.
I guess limonada is how you say it.
Yes.
Jason's Deli, I don't know about all the other sandwiches. I can only judge it based on the one I had. If I were to judge that whole restaurant on the sandwich I had, I would never go there again in my life because it was not very good. I mean, I won't say it wasn't very good. It was all olive, and it was what I got was olive. It had an olive spread on it, and that's all you could taste, honestly. And the bread was tough as shoe leather. I mean, it was a tough bread. Yeah. So I would not get that again.
Was the macaroni and cheese good?
The macaroni and cheese tasted like something I would microwave.
Ooh.
Yeah, it would be like any of those buffet style macaroni and cheeses. That it was nothing.
Like Morrison's cafeteria.
And you know how those kind of macaroni and cheeses have a grainy kind of cheese. The cheese kind of grainy. It was
like the Dolly Parton macaroni and cheese.
It wasn't quite that bad, but it was.
Vile.
It wasn't that bad, but it was that pre-made. You can tell they didn't make it in house, or at least it didn't seem like they did. You can tell they've got it in and heated it up. So I'm not saying that I wouldn't be willing to try a different sandwich. I would just try a more normal, traditional sandwich there instead of something. I was trying to get something that was unique to them, and I'd never even heard of a muffalata. I'd never even heard of one, so it's like, well, that's unique around here, so I'll get that. Wish I hadn't, because it wasn't worth it. The McDonald's sauce, it was good. I liked it. I would just assume get sweet and sour sauce, but it wasn't a bad sauce at all. The Kit Kat banana split, I liked the banana split part of it. The Kit Kat was like give or take, whatever. But the McFlurry itself was good. I'm always up for a good vanilla ice cream with some banana flavor in it. You know, it was good. But the sauce was no big deal. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I'll go back to the Rallies. It wasn't bad. It wasn't something I'd go out of my way to go get again, but the brisket sandwich, it was okay. The brisket loaded fries, I run into this every time I get loaded fries. They get soggy. So they throw the stuff on there, and the fries on the outside that haven't been covered with something are still good and crispy. But the stuff that gets like stuff put onto it, they get mushy, and I don't like that. So I don't know how they could make it any better. Because the fries are crispy. You can tell they were crispy when they put them in there because the other ones are crispy. It's just the toppings just ruins it. So I don't know. It was okay. The banana milkshake's always
We would never, in Canada, we would never order poutine.
over the
we
fries.
would, yeah, we
I don't
would,
like soggy fries.
Yeah.
I want a good crisp fry.
Yeah.
I don't even like really the big steak fries that are kind of soft. I don't even really like those that much. I like a crispy French fry.
Right.
So the Rallies, it was okay. It's worth trying if you want to try it. It was okay. I think the fries actually tasted better than the sandwich did, truthfully. And the banana milkshake, I could always drink their banana milkshakes. The Taco Bell though, I really did like the Taco Bell, both of them. I like both of them. I would get the steak over the chicken because I think you tasted the steak a little bit more than you did the chicken. However, my problem with those were I thought they were really, really good. But if you were looking for jalapeno nacho, or jalapeno ranch, that's what they were. If you were looking for jalapeno ranch, they didn't have jalapeno ranch flavor at all. I mean, like none. I mean, I didn't taste any jalapeno. I didn't taste any ranch really. If you got some of the sauce by itself, like, you stuck your finger in it and tasted just the sauce, you got a little bit of that flavor, but it really wasn't very strong. They needed to double down on the sauce flavors. You got the heat from it, but you didn't get the flavor from it. And the same thing with the fries there. They get soggy. You really still don't taste the sauce, so it's why I get them. But both the freezes were good. I would get either one of those freezes again, the vanilla or the strawberry, because the lemonade was kind of sharp, but it went really well with the vanilla, especially. I would really like the vanilla because it was like vanilla ice cream in it. So that one I had to get again. So out of all of these, I would probably do the Taco Bell over any of them.
I think you've said that before. When we've done this at the end of the month, it seems like Taco Bell is just your type of...
Well, and I said this in a comment too. Someone said that, first of all, I'm the only person that spent $25 at
Techno Squid said that.
$25 at Taco Bell without being high or drunk. Yeah, I don't usually spend that much at Taco Bell either. But I said to someone else, I said, Taco Bell, value for money, you can't beat Taco Bell. Because,
Right.
I mean, the food's decent. It's not the best Mexican food ever, but it's good food. And it fills you up, and you get a lot of it for a pretty decent price, honestly. I think the most expensive thing there, what added the cost to that was the 2 freezes that were like $3 something a piece, and the loaded fries, which were more expensive. So that's what added the cost. It really wasn't the actual chalupa, is that what they were called?
From Taco Bell?
Yeah,
It's a chalupa, yeah.
The street chalupa. Those were fairly cheap. It was the other stuff that was more expensive. So
Right.
you can't beat the value for money, and the quality of the food's pretty decent too. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, that's it. With all that said, that's it. I tell people every month, please check out Kevin's Lunchtime Review channel if you haven't. He does the videos very quickly. He doesn't try to get to a certain time, and he doesn't
I'm not trying to beat that YouTube algorithm.
he doesn't, yeah, he's not trying to waste your time with a bunch of chit chat that doesn't need to be in there. He gets in there and he does what needs to be done, and he gets the video out to you, and it is what it is at the end. The fast food reviews are a little bit longer just because people enjoy seeing the drive-through process and going through the drive-through. And usually when you go to Papa John's, I think it is, people are like, Papa John's has a drive-through? Yeah, we have a drive-through for everything because this isn't a walking city.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in a big city where you can walk everywhere, you probably don't have that. But we can't. We have to drive everywhere, so every place has a drive-through.
Yeah, even the closest. I'm thinking Papa John's. Even the closest neighborhood is probably half a mile away.
Yeah,
so you wouldn't even walk behind Kroger.
Yeah.
And then behind, on the other side of the road, behind the church.
Yeah,
that's the 2 closest neighborhoods,
so
and they're pretty far away.
You're driving around here.
Yeah.
But people like to see that drive-through process, and I try to leave it in there. And I think it's good to hear, the communication that you get when you're at the window and all that. I think that's fun too. So those videos are a little bit longer, but for the most part, they're very short, concise.
Yeah, I don't waste a lot of time.
Informative videos. Kevin shows you the food before he, when you open the box, and then once you've heated it up, he shows it again, which is a funny part, I think, too, because it never looks like it does on the box. Yeah, just know that channel's around if you've never checked it out. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments or anything, just leave them below, and we'll see you at the end of August.